All right, problem number 1. How many of the following have a units digit of 6? All right, and we're given the powers of 2 up to 2 to the 100. Okay, so almost always with these unit digit problems, there's a pattern involved. So let's just take a look at what these powers of 2 look like. Okay, 2 to the first power is just 2. 2 squared is 4. Then we have 8 and 16. And, we're just multiplying by 2 each time, right? The previous number by 2. So this is 32 and 64. And actually, if we're just concerned with the units digit, we can just take 2 times the last number. So, this is obviously going to be 128, but let's just write 8, because we're just concerned with the units digit, right? So, and then 2 times that's going to end in a 6. The next one's going to end in a 2, and then a 4, and then an 8, and then a 6, and then a 2, and a 4, and a 6, or 2, 4, 8, 6, and so on. So we have a pattern, right? We have a pattern that repeats itself in the units digit. Okay, so every fourth power of 2 ends in a 6. All right. So what we're looking for is 2 to the 4th, 2 to the 8th, and then 2 to the 12th. Oops, 2 to the 12th, right? Because we want every fourth one. And oops. Right, so we have 2 to the 12th. Okay, and so on all the way up to 2 to the 100th. And I know that that is one of the fourth ones, because you see how these are all divisible by 4. These numbers are all divisible by 4, and 100 is divisible by 4, so so we know that that is one that ends in a 6. I know that without even calculating it, okay? Because I really don't want to calculate it. I'm lazy. Okay, so so essentially we're looking for how many numbers are in this list: 2, 4, 8, 12, all the way up to 100, right? And we can just divide everything by 4, because we'll still have the, oops, it should be 100. We'll still have the same number of numbers in the list if we divide them all by 4, so that gives us 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 25, which is a list of counting numbers. And so that's much easier to count, obviously. And we find out that we have 25 numbers in this list between 4 and 100, which means that there are 25 powers of 2 between 2 to the 1 and 2 to the 100th that end in 6. All right, so the answer is 25.